So we're back with another UFC card. Gonna give my predictions. The reason this video was so delayed is I wanted the Ultimate Fighter to pass by. I didn't want to spoil anything, so that's why this has been such a delayed video. But starting off with the first fight of the night, we have Kong Wang versus Victoria Leonardo. I'm gonna be taking Kong Wang here. She's actually pretty good. Like, she is a very good fighter. I know you'll see 5-0 and you'll think, well, she's a bit inexperienced, but that's actually not the case. She has a win over Valentina Shevchenko in kickboxing, or Muay Thai, I think. Yeah, kickboxing. She beat her 2015, so it's been a while, but Kong Wang is a fucking legit. She is legit. She's a legit fighter. She's very good. Very good striker, has grappling as well to go along with it. And, Victoria Leonardo, she hasn't really had the greatest performances. That leads me to believe she's going to go in there and beat Kong Wang. Like, Victoria Leonardo, she's sort of a bit of a meh fighter in my opinion. Like, I don't mean that to be insulting. I mean, Natalia Silva, not a bad loss, but I remember that Mandy Boom fight being sort of close. She has fought some legit fighters, to be fair to her. Beat Chelsea Hackett. But I do think Kong Wang is just going to beat her here. So yeah, I'm going Kong Wang to get this one done. Then moving up on the card, we have, oh my god, how am I going to pronounce this? We have Gimatstis Ramaska versus Nathan Fletcher. This is actually an interesting fight. I don't like that this is at 145 for Nathan Fletcher. I'm not quite sure if Ramaska is here normally. So he's fought at lightweight. I think he's going to be a bit bigger here. Lost to Bibert Timonov. He is a striker, but he does grapple. He had a really fun fight on the Ultimate Fighter. I'm gonna go Ramaska just because I don't like Nathan Fletcher at 145. I think he is a bantamweight and he should be a bantamweight. So I'm gonna take Ramaska here to get this one done, but I'm not super confident on it. We have Josiane Nunes versus Jacqueline Calavacante. I'm just gonna say that's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna go Jocelyn Juice. Oh my god, man! I'm gonna go Nunes. I think Nunes is gonna get this one done. I think she's gonna pressure forward. I think she's gonna be able to knock Jacqueline out here. Nunes is just a powerhouse. I know she lost her last fight, I believe, to Chelsea Chandler, which is not a good look. Not a good look at all, but she is just a fucking powerhouse, and I think that was her first 135 weight cut for a while at least. I think she's gonna look much better in this fight. I think she's gonna get it done, so I'm gonna go Nunes by KO. Then we have Vasylav Borshev versus James Lontop. I'm gonna take Borshev here. I think he's a much better striker. I think he can beat him up. I think Lontop, it hasn't been the greatest level of competition. I think Borshev is much better at striking. I don't think Lontop's going to be able to really grapple offensively here. And I think Borshev is eventually going to knock him out. So yeah, I'm going to go Borshev here. But hopefully it's a back and forth scrap. That'd be the ideal situation here. Then we have Jose Medina versus Zachary Reese. Zach Reese, they've got him listed as. I think this is a pretty clear-cut pick here. Zach Reese is going to kick the shit out of him. Jose Medina is not UFC level. He wasn't even Dana White Contender Series level. I don't want to be an asshole about it, but he should not be in the UFC. He's not good. He has no striking defense. He has no offensive capabilities either. He was just a walking punching bag for 3 rounds and he got a UFC contract. I'm perplexed by the signing. The only thing I can think is he's the first Bolivian. There hasn't been a fighter from Bolivia in the UFC. But, these guys really do go die hard for their fucking guys as well. Like, they really do, and I know this, because when I did a video calling him the worst Dana White Contender Series signing, I had so many Bolivians saying, can you fight? Oh, yeah, I'd like to see you fight. Oh, yeah, I had so many dislikes. But, like, bro, he generally sucks. Like, I don't want to be an asshole about it, but there are so many guys, better prospects out there who should be in the UFC over Jose Medina. Let's just talk about Zachary Reese and not just shit on Jose Medina, because he does seem like a very nice guy, but it is just a weird signing to me. But Zachary Reese is powerful. He's precise. He's a quick finisher. He can get submissions off his back very quickly. He can knock people out. He's just the quintessential finisher. And I think against a guy like Jose Medina, Medina did show that he had a good chin. But he's now going down a weight class. He's not skilled at all as a 205er. He's not going to be skilled either as a 185er. I think Zachary Reese is going to put him out here. I think he's going to badly beat him up. Jose Medina won't know how to fucking stop any of the shots coming his way. And I think Zachary Reese is going to get a standing TKO over Jose Medina in the first round. Zachary Reese first round, lock it in. Then we have Dennis Bazookin versus Francis Marshall. I'm going to take Francis Marshall here. I really do think he's going to win. Like, I know he's coming off some bad losses, but I rate Isaac Dolgarian very highly, and the William Gomez fight was pretty damn close, and he did beat Marcelo Rojo. Both of these guys have wins over Conor Matthews, and I do just think, if we're going to look at it from like a damage perspective, I think Dennis Bazooka has taken a lot more damage than a Francis Marshall. Got knocked out cold in like 30 seconds by Jamal Emmers. So yeah, I'm gonna take Francis Marshall to get this one done. Probably either a decision or a late TKO. Then we have Edmund Shabazian versus Gerald Meerschaert. I'm going first round KO for Edmund Shabazian. This just screams of a fight he should win. And I do think he will win, so I'm gonna go Edmund here. I think he's gonna be able to crack Gerald Meerschaert. Meerschaert, he did beat Brian Barberina, but Brian Barberina has no grappling defense and shouldn't be at fucking 185. Like, respectfully, he was built like a fucking bag of milk at 185. Like, he was already a fat welterweight, and then going up to fucking 185 is just a weird move, because he literally was built like Deron Wynn if he was like a few inches taller. It was weird. But yeah, I'm going Edmund Shabazian first round KO. Michael Morales versus Neil Magny. I know I see a lot of love for Neil Magny in this matchup, but I don't understand it. Morales is powerful. He's very long. He might even have a longer reach here. He's young. He looks very well. I'm like fucking talking about his fucking medical condition here. He looks good. He fights good. Great takedown defense is the best part of his game. He has fucking solid takedown defense. He's powerful. Seems to have decent cardio. His striking defense needs some work. But Neil Magny's not the fucking type of guy to go in there and fucking exploit that now, is he? I'm going to go Michael Morales KO. I don't know if we've seen much leg kicks from him, but it would be the fight to implement leg kicks, as Neil Magny just doesn't check leg kicks and can't take them either. Then we have the 145-pound tough finale fight between Khan Offley and Marian Santos. Now, full disclaimer, I knew who was in the final for tough. I'm not going to lie, I did know, but obviously I'm not going to spoil it. But honestly, Khan Offley surprised me. And I say that, obviously Khan Offley, it says that he's Turkish, but he's Australian. He was born here, raised here, trained here. But he's of Turkish ancestry. I really didn't think he was going to go as far. Like, I will just be completely honest. I didn't have much faith in Khan Offley. And that's not to disrespect his skills. He has some good wins. Jarrett Wilbraham's amazing win to have. But the whole reason why is I just thought the guys on this series of the of the Ultimate Fighter were just too good. Like, I thought there was just a good amount of guys, and I didn't see him beating them. But then Nathan Fletcher was my fucking pick to win the whole fucking thing. And then Khan Offley just goes and runs through fucking Nathan Fletcher, beats the shit out of him, masterclassed him, broke his fucking leg apparently. And then his next fight, he goes and gets a guillotine in 30 seconds. Completely exceeds all expectations. Marian Santos, on the other end, was a guy... Okay, actually, I didn't think Nathan Fletcher was going to win the Ultimate Fighter. I thought he was going to be in the finale. I should have worded that better. I thought it was going to be him and Marion Santos. Santos is, while Carnoffley has exceeded all expectations, Marion Santos is sort of, he's on the complete opposite end of the spectrum here. While Carnoffley's like been very impressive, I feel like Marion just hasn't the expectations this guy had, he hasn't really done that well. One of his fights was very competitive. He arguably could have lost that. Then his next fight was also very competitive against a guy I didn't really rate too highly. Like, I don't know. I'm going to go Carnoffley here. I think he can... Santos got taken down quite a lot in a lot of his fights. I think Carnoffley's better than the two guys who got him down. I think Carnoffley's more well-rounded. So yeah, I'm actually going to go Carnoffley to get this one done. By decision over Marion Santos. Maybe in a finish. Then we have Ryan Loder versus Robert Valentin. I think this is a pretty easy pick. I'm going to go Robert Valentin. He's just running through these guys. And while Ryan Loder is a good wrestler, the level of competition is not being too bad on his end. But I feel like, 16-31, 2-0. But, Robert Valentin has fought like fucking Volkan Oezdemir and all these people back in the day. Like, the guy's he's fought some real fucking guys. Oh no, he didn't fight fucking Volkan Oezdemir, so he fought Ibo Aslan. That was my fault there. He fought Aslan, not Volkan Oezdemir. He's a very good fighter. Very powerful guy. If you're going to beat him, it's normally with the grappling, but Ibo Aslan did finish him. But also at the same time, that was a light heavyweight. I feel like middleweight is his division. I think he's going to get this one done. I'm going to go Valentin to get the knockout over Ryan Loder. And yeah, that's how I'm going to go. Then we have Angela Hill versus Tabitha Ricci. Co-main event. Fuck man, who do I even go with in this fight? Angela Hill is just so fucking hard to predict fights on. She's actually on a really good streak at the moment. Well, Tabitha Ricci... I don't know, the judges love Tabitha Ricci here. They always seem to love Tabitha Ricci. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go Tabitha Ricci by decision. Because even if she does lose, there is a good chance that the judges hate Angela Hill and the judges love Tabitha Ricci. There is a fucking solid chance that she just gets a decision anyway. So let's just go Tabitha Ricci via robbery. Then we have Jared Cannonier versus Kai Borralho. Now, if this fight was a couple years ago, I would think that Jared Cannonier was tailor-made to beat Kai Borralho. But Jared Cannonier is so much older. He's taken a lot of damage. I know his last fight was clearly an early stoppage. It was a fucking horrible stoppage. One of the worst stoppages in UFC history. But Kai Borralho can hurt people. I know his striking isn't the greatest, but he's got that karate stance. He fights out of the fighting nerds. He's the fucking head... the fucking word I'm looking for. Head macho, or whatever the fuck it is. He's the fucking leader, pretty much. He's the boss man. I think he's going to get it done here. I think he can hurt Jared Cannonier on the feet. Jared Cannonier's chinny. The guy got hurt by Marvin Vettori. Got hurt by Sean Strickland. Was on his way to getting knocked out by Amavov. Got dropped by Robert Whittaker. He got dropped by Derek Brunson. The only person to not really hurt him has been Israel Adesanya, weirdly enough. But I'm going to go Kai Borralho here. I think he's going to get this one done. I know Jared Cannonier's got amazing takedown defense, but I just see Kai Borralho catching him with something, with that karate stance, coming in and out. I think it lands like a shot as Jared Cannonier's coming in. Gets rocked. I see Kai Borralho taking the back and subbing him. I think he's going to make a statement performance and maybe get himself an Israel Adesanya matchup. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going Kai Borralho here. I think he's going to get it done. But yeah, those are my predictions on this UFC card. I do think Jared Cannonier has a solid chance. Against grapplers, he's always got a solid chance, but he's getting older. He's almost 41 now, I think. He's coming back real quickly as well. 40. So he just turned 40 in March. He's old, but middleweight, I guess you can be a bit older in these weight classes, but I'm going to take Kai Borralho. Younger, momentum on his side. Yeah, that's how I'm going. So let me know your guys' predictions He's also got a great gas tank as well, which I think is worth mentioning. So yeah, I'm going Kyle Borralho. But let me know your prediction in the comment section. Like this video. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.